What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another Market Watch video. Today we're going to go over a few things. First thing is going to be the Dark Magician that came out of the newest set, Battle of Chaos, as an ultra rare. So it's not actually up on TCG Player's website yet, but the interesting thing is if you go on Facebook market pages and look on Facebook groups, whatever it is, people are trying to sell it between, I think it's roughly probably 600 to 700, maybe a few higher, maybe a few lower. I think that's interesting. It was originally said to be 1 per 6 cases. However, so many of them being pulled. There's so many of them popping up every couple of minutes, every couple of hours, whatever it is. I find that hard to believe. I'm going to suggest hold back on that. I personally wouldn't pay that much for it. I am also a huge fan of the art, and I do want a play set. However, I think it's going to go lower. I don't think $600 for that is going to be it. Looking at alternatives, you have Dark Magician from Ghosts from the Past that just came out. We still have the Retro Pack Dark Magician that if you're looking to collect, you can get a Retro Pack Dark Magician, Ghost Ray Dark Magician, DDS, maybe not near mint with that $1,200 market price, but you can still get a good price for, or good condition for about $600. You have this Collector's Tin, you have all these, or this Speed Duel Tournament Pack, Duelist League promos, you can get the Ultra Jump, and even like the LOB. I don't know how much it is for first. I'd probably a bit more for than 600, but there's a lot of alternatives that you can buy if you're looking for Dark Magician that's rare than dropping $600 on one that just released, and there's so many of them coming out so quick. Well, do I want them? Yes. Do I suggest buying them right now? There's a fine line between buying it now, waiting for the price to drop, and then buying it before there's no more available copies. Going on to the next thing, this is something that I've actually been trying to complete for a while, is collecting the entire Secret Rare set of Retro Pack 2. Eventually going on to get the whole set is kind of my goal. I kind of want to look at the secrets because they range. And there's one secret that's not, possibly two. I'm still looking for the second one, but the first one being Gore's. If you're looking for a Gore's Secret Rare Unlim from Retro Pack 2, last offer I saw was about $1,700, so But this is what shocked me. So I thought Blue Eye Shining Dragons were actually, for light play to near mint, pushing like 700 to 900. I was wrong. Light play, and this is French, for 1,000. Mod play for 1,000 English. Light play is up to 1,300, going to 1,400. And that's too much of a jump. Anyone can go in there and just obviously list it for $500, but if you're going on TCG Player and just looking for a light play, your bare minimum $1,300. Thank goodness shipping included on these two fusion games. I don't know what you're doing adding an additional shipping. And there are no near mints, so that is something to look at. I do want to go back and just take a peek at the other secret rares in comparison. I know Blue Eye Shining's probably just a fan favorite, but by that marker, so would Harpy's Pet Dragon, which is not nearly as expensive. You can get 2 of these near mint. Well, I guess it quickly goes up. It looks like there's only a few light play for low 300s. Quickly goes up to this if you want to trust it, and then 700, but it's still way cheaper than the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon and all of these. So there are a few notable secrets that aren't really worth anything, being Death Scythe Harvester. I guess comparatively to everything else, Archfiend Gilfer looks relatively cheap, but that's interesting. I don't know. So actually, let's open this. So this market price is $160, and we clearly saw listings of almost $600 for Harpy's Pet Dragon. Let's look at Archfiend Gilfer, which, what? Is this real? So light play, if these two are gone, quickly to $500, you're looking at $1,000 for a near mint Archfiend of Gilfer. What is happening? I think these might even be reaching higher prices than Retro Pack 1, which, to be fair, outside of Cyber Harpy Lady, I don't think Retro Pack 1 had very good secret rares. Its ultra rares were absolutely insane. Secret rares, not so much. So Victory Dragon does have another secret rare rating, which would make sense why that's not so sought after and that price was down to 200s. Oh, shoot. This one also was pretty high. I want to look at Dragon Master Knight. We're going to go on after this. Dragon Master Knight, you're looking at 500 for a new Dragon Master Knight. I like, because there wasn't very many printings. We're going to look at Light and Darkness Dragon next. Oh my gosh, why does it keep doing that? That loading is terrible. Let's take a quick look at Light and Darkness Dragon. We'll go on. So maybe I won't be completing this. So you're looking at 400 for near mints, 300 for light plays. So Retro Pack 2 might be pushing one of the more expensive sets. Even sealed packs are $300 for just a pack. Wow. Looking at ultra rares, these don't seem like bad prices. Jinzo seems pretty expensive, but outside of those secret rares, I'm not sure what else is really wanted. Thousand Eyes Restrict, obviously, but anyways, let's move on. Retro Pack 2 for rich people. So we're going to look at Emergency Teleport. Here's a really good card, in my opinion, that, again, if you're looking for some cross-format play type stuff, and you want to play in more than one format, Emergency Teleport is used basically since its introduction in 2008, all the way through, it got limited, 2009. I've seen a lot of play with it more recently in Edison, just because Krebins is honestly a pretty decent turn 1 summon. Psychic Commander is 1900, and Mind Master still legal, which hasn't been played too much. Whoops. Where'd it go? Anyways, if you're looking to get these, I think Emergency Teleport is probably a pretty decent card to look at getting. The Ultimate Rares, probably just Gonzo. They're about $300 a piece for first ed. The Unlims, I think, were closer to $70. But here's a really good one. And another just pack that I think is very underlooked is the Legendary Collection 5Ds. I've said this before. You can go in here and get the secret rares for Korean. Wow. Okay, so these are actually pretty expensive too. But $50? I think that's pretty good. I think a lot of that also has to do with, I believe Emergency Teleport just came back to 3 in the most recent list. I have a copy of High Speed Riders. I think that's good looking. Grand Creator, a couple cents. Right here, a couple cents. Goes from the past if you want a very cheap ultra rare. I'm going to be willing to bet that the first ed from Duelist Genesis, Near Mint, is probably pretty expensive too, just because they're getting up there. Even ultra rare Stardust Dragon, yeah, $40 even for light play. Stardust Dragon ultra rare, if you don't know, from Duelist Genesis, up to $200. Going on is an engine I think is really going to take off. I don't think this card has seen nearly enough play compared to what it should have seen between like its release in 07, I want to say, early 07, even through 2010 is Volcanics. They have an incredible engine between Rocket searching out and Shell searching out. Just one of the most consistent engines. And Yu-Gi-Oh! And the thing I like about Volcanic Rocket is beyond its 1900 attack, something that's very undervalued for is that when you have a card like, think Sangan, you have to have Sangan on a turn before you synchro with it. It gets attacked, whatever, before you get to search. When you have something like Volcanic Rocket, you get that on summon. So getting that on summon, I think, is highly valuable. And people kind of lose sight that they just already got their plus from Volcanic Rocket. It's okay to synchro with it, to go make up Rionic, to discard your freaking Blaze Accelerator. You know, there's no reason that's not a very valuable play. But I do want to take a look at the first ed near mints of this. So light play, 119. I don't think that's bad. And 125 up to 200. Not that guy. I don't think that's bad. I think if Volcanic support comes out, Volcanic Rocket is quickly going to jump up to, for the secret rares, you're probably looking at $300 a piece for something that is that far out of set and something that no other card does. And then you have the super rares and the gold rares, which are both extremely cheap, still holographic. I recognize not everyone can afford the secret rares, but they still want to look good with the supers and gold, and I think both of them look fantastic. Following that, we're going to go to Volcanic Shell. Same thing, again, Volcanic Shell, Force the Breaker rare. I always endorse getting the rares. You have the dual terminal for what looks to be $2, also a good pickup. And here's probably the card that's going to get more of a percentage increase. Maybe not go as high as Rocket, but the percentage increase is Volcanic Shell. So you're looking at $60 for a first edition on here. I think all it takes is really just one, let's say, Link, Xyz, whatever it might be, in the current format, and you're looking at Ultimate Rare Volcanic Shells going from 60s, probably shooting up closer to this guy over here in the 90s to 100s. So if you're on the fence about getting something like this, and you know you have the money, you know you're going to play it or something like that, look, here's some 50s. I personally would pick it up. If you're on the fence and you know you're going to use it, I personally would pick it up. I think now's the time. Same thing for Blaze Accelerator. You have one listing for $41, and that's it. So Blaze Accelerator is interesting that I don't even know why this got a holographic reprint. It's only gone up and up and up. Not a whole lot, but I think you'll probably still find these for about $40 some places. Oh, here we have one for $800, but one at $41 from what looks to be an unreliable seller. I still think it's a card to pick up if you're going to play the older formats. Obviously, in 2022 Yu-Gi-Oh!, you're not using Blaze Accelerator ever. But a great discard for cards like Snipe Hunter, which we are going to look at next. Brionic, Phoenix Wing Blast, Drill Warrior, all types of stuff. Need discard. Lightning Vortex is picking up some popularity in Edison format. So I do really think that Blaze Accelerator would be a pretty good card to look at picking up these. If you're going to pick up the whole Volcanic stuff, don't stop at Blaze Accelerator. And last card, like I said, Snipe Hunter. So you have two options here. Luckily, the dual terminal is super cheap over there at $2, market price at $4.30. And then all commons after that, unfortunately. But you do have the super rare, and for whatever reason, this price is this price is gone. So this is way too much for Snipe Hunter, in my opinion. I personally would never buy it for that much. Snipe Hunter is, in my opinion, a lot like Blaze Accelerator, a card that, I can't say that because it has had a lot more play throughout Yu-Gi-Oh's history. I don't think that play was warranted. So obviously, Snipe Hunter gives you what no other card can really give you, and that kind of destruction, that one-for-one destruction from anywhere or anywhere on the field, and negates, or not negates, but gets by Stardust Dragon. But I still just don't think that's the price. I don't think paying $200 for Snipe Hunter super rare is the price. I think it kind of falls in the same category, like I said. Blaze Accelerator, maybe even Fearmonger. $50 to $70 for me personally would be my sweet point for Snipe, but hey, here it is. It's one of two options they have for some kind of holographic rarity for Snipe Hunter, so if you're interested, you're interested. But that is going to be it for today's Market Watch. Let me know what you guys think. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.